Picture this. The rain pounding against your car window in a dim parking garage, your phone lighting up with 27 missed calls from work. Just days ago, your boss dismissed you for a big promotion, saying you weren't ready. Now the whole office is in panic mode, desperately needing you. How satisfying would it be to watch them realize too late what they've lost? Stay with me because this is how I turn their oversight into my ultimate win. My name is Michelle Patterson, and at 48 years old now, I can look back on that rainy evening with a sense of quiet triumph. For 8 years, I'd poured my heart into Apex Innovations, thinking loyalty and hard work would get me where I deserved. Turns out I was wrong about a lot, but right about my own worth in the end. I joined Apex after spending a decade in the Air Force, managing supply chains for overseas bases. When lives depend on getting equipment delivered on time, you learn fast that precision saves everything. No room for errors, no shortcuts. That discipline carried me into the corporate world, where I thought it would be valued. But at Apex, the logistics department was a nightmare when I arrived. Disorganized files, outdated systems, no clear processes. My predecessor had vanished without a trace, leaving chaos that could have sunk major contracts. I rolled up my sleeves and rebuilt it all. Late nights reorganizing databases, weekends creating training manuals, early mornings testing new workflows. My daughter Emma was 6 back then, just 3 years after losing her father to a sudden heart condition. I remember her little voice asking why mommy works so much. To make things better for us, I'd say, hugging her tight. I believed the sacrifices would pay off, climb the ladder, secure our future. For 8 years, I was the backbone of operations. When our key client, Summit Enterprises, threw curveballs, I handled them seamlessly. System failures, fixed before dawn. Process breakdowns, redesigned stronger. I trained teams, documented everything, and became the go-to expert everyone relied on without question. Then came Sandra Wells as my boss 3 years ago. Sharp, ambitious, about 42, always chasing the next big strategy. She never dug into the details. Why bother when I kept everything running like clockwork? What I didn't know was her agenda went beyond the office. The promotion interview hit like a gut punch. I'd prepared meticulously. Charts showing 40% efficiency gains, 55% error reduction, and how I'd nurtured the Summit account to $7 million yearly revenue. Sandra skimmed my report for barely 4 minutes. "You've done solid work, Michelle," she said, barely glancing up. "But we're shifting focus. Need innovative energy, fresh ideas." My niece, Brooke, starts next month as Senior Logistics Coordinator. Senior Logistics Coordinator, that was my target role. Brooke, 25, fresh from her business degree at Stanford. No hands-on experience. No all-nighters fixing crises. No client fire drills. No building from scratch. "I see," I managed calmly. "And my position? You'll stay put. Brooke will benefit from your guidance as she settles in." Guidance. Meaning I'd do the heavy lifting while she got the title, pay, and credit. I kept my face neutral, Air Force training kicking in. "Understood. Thanks for the clarity." "Perfect. Prep some onboarding docs this weekend. Brooke arrives Monday." Weekend prep. I'd missed Emma's dance recitals, school events, even her 10th birthday party for urgent work. I'd given everything, and now they expected more free labor to train my replacement. I left her office, but instead of my desk, I headed to the garage. Sitting in my car, rain blurring the world, I decided. No dramatic exit, no outburst. I'd follow my job description to the letter, and let the chips fall. My official role. Oversee routine logistics within defined limits. Coordinate as required. Maintain select client ties. Vague corporate speak that ignored the extras I'd volunteered for years. That night I shut off my work phone at 5:30 p.m. sharp. Emma's eyes widened when I walked in early. "Mom, everything okay?" "Better than okay," I said, hugging her. "How about we bake cookies together?" Her smile lit up the room. We hadn't done that in months. Wednesday, I arrived precisely at 9 a.m. No prepping Sandra's briefs. No jumping on early emails. I handled only direct tasks, forwarding the rest. By mid-morning, confusion stirred. Lisa from finance popped by. Michelle, that summit routing glitch, seen the email? Yes, forwarded to transport and inventory. They'll sort it. But you always resolve these cross-team issues. I've been refocusing on core duties for efficiency, I said pleasantly. Her puzzled look said it all. No one grasped how much I'd been carrying beyond my title. Thursday, fractures widened. The summit glitch ballooned into delays because teams couldn't collaborate without my shortcuts. 2 other clients' queries bounced between departments, unsolved. Mark from inventory stopped by, stressed. The Harlan orders jammed with their updated specs. Your usual fix. That's in Manual Section 8. Needs joint approval from procurement and quality control. But that'll take all day. It's protocol to avoid errors. Important safeguard. He left baffled. I'd streamlined those fixes over years. Now, strict rules exposed the inefficiencies. Thursday evening, home by 5:15. Emma was practicing piano. Mom, can we do a movie night? Absolutely. We cuddled with popcorn, her head on my shoulder. This is nice, she whispered. You're not checking your phone every minute. You're right, sweetie. Time for changes. Friday brought meltdown. I walked into frenzy. Sandra pacing, Brooke there early looking lost. Regional VP Elena Wright summoned for crisis talks. The receptionist grabbed me. Conference room C now. Inside, Sandra, Brooke, Elena, plus 2 HQ suits. Michelle, thank goodness, Elena said. Summit's furious. Their quarterly shipments derailed. I reviewed notes. This stems from their spec update. Manual Section 9 details the sequence. Coordinate changes across 4 systems. Brooke fumbled her copy. Which part exactly? 9.3 to 9.8. Takes about 4 hours following steps. Elena pressed. Can you lead this? My compliance audit's at 10:30. Regulatory deadline today. Can't delay without fines. Audit can wait, Sandra snapped. Summit's priority. Understood, but missing that risks company-wide penalties, affecting all clients. Silence fell. Faces calculated risks. Options. Lena asked. Brooke could manage using the guide. Great learning. I'd advise between audit segments. Brooke paled. I'm not prepared for this scale. The manual's thorough, I encouraged. Step by step for anyone. Sandra tensed. We need your expertise, Michelle. Happy to, but audit first, unless rescheduling. Want regulatory clarity. HQ suit leaned in. Let's strategize. Brooke and I stepped out. I didn't push for this role, she admitted softly. I know. But readiness matters. Want a quick overview? She nodded eagerly. We reviewed basics. Brooke absorbed fast, asking sharp questions. With training she'd shine in time. Elena summoned me later, alone with HQ. We've erred in department management, she said. Over-relied on you without fair recognition. Let nepotism cloud judgment. Specifically, yes, undervalued your scope expansion. Sandra's decisions were biased. They offered. Director of Logistics, reporting to Elena. 40% raise, restructure authority, 2 new hires. And Brooke. Starts junior, advances on merit. Sandra. Shifts to planning, your ops oversight. It addressed everything. Recognition, power to fix systemic issues. I'll consider over weekend. But summit today? Lena asked. I'll stabilize between audit tasks. Brooke assists for experience. We resolved summit by 4:45. Brooke's notes were solid, she showed promise. Home at 5 o'clock, phone buzzed. Emma. Recital at 7. Coming. Wouldn't miss it. Watching her dance, joy filled me. Post-show ice cream, she said. Mom, you're different, happier here. I've learned my value, sweetie. No more missing your moments. Weekend reflection. Apex offer empowered change from within. Competitor headhunter tempted fresh start. Monday I accepted with conditions. Internal talent development program. Cross-training to eliminate single points of failure. Agreed, Elena said. Transition. I reorganized around clear roles, hired sharp seniors. Brooke thrived under mentorship, handling independence in months. Sandra excelled in planning once unburdened by ops details, securing new deals. 6 months on, balanced life. Home for dinners, present for Emma's milestones. Team self-sufficient, clients secure. One evening, helping Emma with science. Mom, you're like a boss now? Always was, honey. Just took them time to see. If undervalued, don't rage. Show your indispensability. Let them scramble, then rise on your terms.